you! Adding a simple spice to his tea made a huge difference for my patient. He was able to get his eGFR from constantly declining all the way back up to a stable 90. Catherine here, I'm a doctor of natural medicine. While most of the doctors you have met in your life help you manage the decline of your kidney function, what I do is different. I specialize in helping CKD patients reverse the decline of their kidney function. Look at this comment my patient posted here on Double O Kidney. With a few targeted interventions that included a very special tea recipe, his GFR went all the way back to 90. And guys, we will see the recipe in a moment. But here's the thing. Today, I won't just share with you what worked for my patient. I will be sharing with you what works for you. There are so many interventions that could make a difference that most people don't know where to start. Should I be focusing on eating more veggies? Should I start from tea? Or should I be doing something entirely? Well, guys, today that question finally gets an answer. I will share with you what, in my experience, proved to be the 10 most effective interventions when it comes to improving kidney function. Don't miss my number 3 in particular. That's a very low-hanging fruit that can give anyone immediate results. Before that, number 10, the tea that helped my patient. This is 100% natural tea made from ingredients you probably already have in your pantry. And yet, the kidney protecting properties it boasts are powerful because it's made with garlic. Yes, you heard that right. Garlic is our secret ingredient. Why? Because it's really amazing. It can lower your blood pressure by a huge amount. It helps with diabetes. It packs more antioxidants than any berry. But most people use garlic the wrong way and they don't get any result from it. So, here's how to unlock the real potential of garlic. First of all, mince or crush the garlic clove and let it sit entirely untouched for 10 minutes to allow maximum allicin formation. This is important. Garlic won't work at all if you don't do this. While the garlic rests, brew the rest of the ingredients. For this tea, you want to start with 1 cup of water and add 1 fresh piece of ginger, sliced, and 1 cinnamon stick. Boil the water with the ginger and cinnamon for 5 minutes to properly extract their flavors. Ginger and cinnamon are not just here to help with the taste. They will also protect your kidneys. Ginger is one of the most powerful anti-inflammatories nature has to offer, and cinnamon is known to help improve insulin sensitivity in people with diabetes. They both need to steep for 5 minutes. Cinnamon water from the heat and let it cool until it is just warm. Remember, high heat will instantly destroy the active ingredient in garlic. Now add the minced garlic and the juice of half lemon. Your tea is ready. Drink it during the day to maximize the benefits. And let me know in the comment section what you think about adding garlic to a tea. Does it sound awful? Or are the benefits enough to justify the taste? Let's talk about it. Now guys, the tea is obviously not the only thing I recommended my patient. There is more. Our number 9 for today is an incredibly underrated tool that in medical literature is giving CKD patients amazing results already. Look at this paper. These patients achieve a 40% improvement in their kidney function. 40%. That's like going back 1 full stage of CKD. But here's the thing. You probably don't care that much about what worked for my patient. Right? I mean, don't get me wrong, my patient put in the work and he got an amazing result. But every patient is different, alright? So today, I'm focusing on the interventions that work for most people. The ones that give you the best results with the least effort. The best bang for your buck, plain and simple. So here's something your doctor probably forgot to mention to you, but that can make a huge difference. I'm talking about taking care of your gut health. And the easiest way to do that is with a specialized renal probiotic supplement. This is probably one of the most underrated interventions you can start right now if your goal is improving your kidney function. As you can see, there are published studies documenting an astonishing 40% improvement in GFR numbers in CKD patients who were taking probiotics. And here's the most incredible part. My patient improved with a better diet and lifestyle choices. The test subjects in this study improved their kidney function by 40% just by taking probiotic pills. This is exactly why I created Renabiotic. Every single capsule of Renabiotic delivers 30 billion colony-forming units of specialized low FODMAP bacteria directly to your gut. And do you know what those 30 billion healthy bacteria are going to eat for dinner? Urea, indoxyl sulfate, creatinine. Yes, the exact toxins that are choking your kidneys. Guys, this probiotic, I consider it the best thing I've ever invented in my life. It's really amazing. Give it a try. You can find Renabiotic on renabiotech.co or by following the link down in video description. Okay, let's move on. Number 8. Here's something else I recommend to basically all my patients. Let's talk about the kidney vitamin, vitamin D. Now, unlike probiotic supplements, which are still mostly a naturopath thing, vitamin D supplementation is different. For CKD patients, it's actual medicine. Yes, you should be receiving a prescription for vitamin D from your doctor. Why is that, you ask? Well, the problem with vitamin D is that most CKD patients are deficient in it. Fact, up to 80% of CKD patients have a vitamin D deficiency. And here's the thing, the amount of damage having a vitamin deficiency does to your body is immense. We are talking symptoms like severe fatigue, heavy protein leaking into your urine, faster CKD progression, and bones as brittle as a Gen Z attention span. So, here's what you should do about it. I mean, your vitamin D, not Gen Z attention span. Monitor your vitamin D levels. Your doctor should be prescribing regular vitamin D tests with your checkups. Grab your lab results and find what your current vitamin D level is. If it's between 30 and 100, you are good. If it's below 30, like in the majority of CKD patients, or if you are not being tested, talk to your doctor. Taking a renal multivitamin like my Rena Best can help here, but it doesn't replace medical attention. Guys, remember the simple fact that 8 out of 10 CKD patients have been found to have a deficiency means they were not prescribed any vitamin D. Be careful. Be very, very careful. Up next, something incredibly enough, even more important than vitamin D, number 7 is calcium carbonate. What is calcium carbonate and why is it so important, you ask? Well, this is a binder. Alright, we could basically call it a detoxifier. In fact, calcium carbonate binds to and removes one of the most dangerous kidney toxins out there, phosphorus. But what's so bad about phosphorus? Well, if you eat meat or dairy or processed foods, you will probably have too much phosphorus going around. What happens next is that your body panics and starts pulling calcium straight out of your bones. And that's not even the worst part. Excess phosphorus literally hardens your arteries from the inside out while turning your skin into sandpaper. Yeah, you absolutely need to keep phosphorus under control while following a plant-based diet and understanding how to check any packaged foods you eat for phosphates are the pillars of phosphorus control. Many patients take calcium carbonate as well. This is super easy to find. Have you ever heard about Tums? These OTC antacids have calcium carbonate as the active ingredient. Even grocery stores sell them. However, you can also get pure calcium carbonate from Amazon. My advice, discuss the need for a phosphate binder with your doctor if you are in stage 3B, 4, or 5 of CKD. Do not just take Tums or calcium carbonate and hope for the best. Some patients have high calcium levels to begin with and they will need sevelamer instead. Some need more of this binder, some need less. Okay, let's move on. Number 6. Today we are looking at the interventions that actually change lives for people with CKD, alright? In this context, I have to talk about potassium binders like Lokelma or Kayexalate and potassium-wasting diuretics like furosemide. These are medications, by the way. They act like chemical vacuum cleaners, sweeping the excess potassium straight out of your blood. But why is that so life-changing, you ask? Well, here's the thing. In the dark ages of kidney medicine, doctors used to slap a giant "do not eat" sticker on every single high potassium food. Potatoes, bananas, tomatoes, avocados, all banned. But today, we know the truth. CKD patients who actually follow that advice and cut out fresh produce end up in a dialysis chair so much faster. And tragically, their lifespan drops right along with their GFR. This is not breaking news, by the way. I have been advocating for CKD patients to eat their fruits and veggies for at least 15 years now. And here's the thing, eating enough plants every single day is such a powerful armor for your kidneys that some doctors are literally prescribing potassium binders first, just so their patients can keep eating their greens. So, here's my point. Do not let an outdated potassium scare rob you of your health. You must demand that your doctor tries everything before you surrender to a miserable low potassium diet. Medication changes, treatment for metabolic acidosis, laxatives, binders. Stop trading years of your life just to dodge a potato. Let's move on. Number 5. This is hands down one of the most important steps any CKD patient can take. Go doctor shopping. Now, this video is not a manual on how to play doctor at home. It is about patient advocacy. It is about giving you the tools to realize exactly when your current doctor is dropping the ball. Because let's be real, if you want to actually get the job done, and by that I mean forcing your GFR and creatinine numbers in the right direction, you need a competent professional in your corner. You cannot write your own prescription for a binder. You cannot just guess how to tweak your medications if they are spiking your potassium. Because here is the thing, your kidneys aren't an IKEA nightstand. You can't lose half the screws, give up halfway, and still call it a success. So if the doctor sitting across from you is not actively helping you heal, fire them and find a new one. And I know exactly what you are thinking. But Catherine, finding a nephrologist who takes new patients and actually knows what they are doing is not easy. I know, I understand perfectly. It's not easy. But ask yourself this, is settling for a mediocre doctor worth risking your kidneys? Having the right specialist isn't just a nice bonus. It is the literal difference between actively reversing your disease and ending up tied to a machine. Okay, up next, number 4, let's talk about a completely natural intervention that will make a huge difference for the vast majority of patients. Increase fiber intake. Listen, your kidneys, they need a lot of fiber, way more than you think. Here's the thing. Most CKD patients, when they start a renal diet, they add, fruits, greens, whole grains, and they start to feel better because they are eating way more fiber than they have ever been eating in their lives. But that's still not enough. Remember, the higher your fiber intake, the longer your kidneys are going to be doing their job, says science. But most people are not eating nearly enough fiber. 95% of the US population has a fiber deficiency. I'll say that again, 95%. The good news is that when you close this fiber gap, your kidneys are finally going to have a chance to improve. But how are you even going to do that if you have to limit potassium intake? Of course, you should be adding renal fiber to your regimen if you are not taking it already. But you also need foods that pack a lot of fiber, and that's why I've just made a video to show you a lot of superfoods you didn't know you can eat. Wanna know how to eat potatoes safely? Watch my video, it's up here and also down in the description. Or even better, save it for later because we are going to see the top 3 now, the interventions that everyone should be starting right now. Okay, time for our number 3. Let's talk about a low-hanging fruit of the renal diet. Number 3 is all about going low sodium. And look, I know what you are thinking right now. Everyone knows sodium is bad. It causes high blood pressure, it causes fluid retention. But actually, there is more to sodium than just high blood pressure and fluid retention. Yeah, just as if that wasn't enough today, sodium is even considered a direct kidney toxin. It's like poison for your kidneys. Look at this image. This is from a study recently published on the Kidney International Reports Medical Journal. You see the arrow that says direct mechanism, and that goes from the salt shaker to the kidney with the little band-aid. It's not just the high blood pressure. Even if your BP is under control, sodium intake will still worsen proteinuria and GFR over time. I mean guys, these researchers couldn't have been any clearer. Keep dating the salt shaker and you'll be seeing that share sooner rather than later. What to do then? Even if you are already avoiding the salt shaker, go one step farther. Remember, you need even less sodium than you think. Don't just avoid the salt shaker. Avoid processed foods. Avoid restaurant foods. Be careful with the bread you choose and don't fall for packaged soups, sauces, and sport drinks. Remember, cutting sodium as much as possible is the single most impactful intervention anyone can start today to protect their kidneys. It doesn't matter in what stage of CAD you are. It doesn't matter if your blood pressure is high or low. Just remember, pile on the salt and your kidney function grinds to a halt. Okay, time for our number 2 for today. So what could be even more effective than removing sodium from your diet? Well, there is only one intervention that can make a difference even in CKD stage 5 patients that are trying to avoid dialysis. Only one dietary change that can lower proteinuria faster than anything else. Do you know what I'm referring to? Yes, I'm talking about the low-protein plant-based diet, the cornerstone of the treatment for CKD. So here's the thing, over the course of the years, I received hundreds and hundreds of comments from people just like you that are watching my videos and that started to improve. You heard that right. These people, they watch their kidney function decline for years, maybe decades, and nothing worked. Nothing ever helped them get better until they started cutting protein from their diet. Guys, it's 100% clear that nothing beats going low protein if you want to avoid the chair. Well, except for our number 1, of course. So let's talk about an intervention that doesn't just delay dialysis, it can actually replace it. And it's all about protein intake. Do you remember what I was saying about sodium? That you need even less sodium than you think? Well, protein is the same. Reducing protein a little bit can help, but it's when you completely remove protein from the diet that you can really see the miracle happen. It's true. In a recent case report, a 47-year-old dialysis patient wasn't able to get dialysis done anymore. What his doctor proposed to him was shocking. A diet so low in protein, it made dialysis useless. If you want to learn more about this, my video appears for you, and this is all for today. Thank you for watching. God bless you all. Bye!